Okay, so when you think of London, what's one of the first things that pops into your head? For millions of people, it's this Tower Bridge. But you've got to know this isn't just another pretty bridge. It has a kind of secret identity, a hidden story about solving a massive problem with some incredible, almost theatrical style. And this quote, it just nails it. We're not just talking about steel and stone here. We're talking about a performer. This thing was built to fix a huge issue, but it was designed to put on a show while doing it. It really is a bridge between the past and the present. All right, so let's dig into that idea first. What is it that gives this bridge so much drama? What makes it feel so alive? Well, it's really the whole package, isn't it? You've got these majestic, castle-like twin towers, that iconic blue and white paint job, and then, of course, the main event, the bascules. I mean, they don't just lift, they rise up like a giant drawbridge straight out of a fairy tale. It's more than just a crossing. It truly is a stage performer over the river. But to really get why it has to do all this, we need to rewind the clock. Let's go back to 19th century London, a city at the heart of a global empire, and a city that was facing a serious and very wet traffic problem. I mean, you have to picture this. The River Thames wasn't just a river. It was London's economic superhighway. An endless parade of tall sailing ships, the lifeblood of the empire, moved up and down constantly. So, any new bridge had a huge problem. It had to get people across without choking off this vital flow of trade. So that's the big question, right? How do you solve that puzzle? How on earth do you let road traffic cross a superhighway for ships? You can't just build over them. The masts are too high. It was a massive engineering headache. And the solution they landed on, it was just brilliant, absolutely ingenious. Instead of trying to get the traffic over the ships, they decided to make the road itself just get out of the way. The big idea was something called a bascule bridge. Now that word bascule is French for seesaw, and that's honestly the perfect way to think about it. The road is split into two huge sections, these leaves, and they're perfectly counterweighted. That allows them to pivot upwards with this incredible grace and efficiency. So, here's how this incredible mechanical dance happens every single day. First, the gates swing shut, stopping all the cars and pedestrians. Then, once it's all clear, the two giant road leaves are unlocked, and they begin their majestic climb, rising up into the sky to create this wide-open channel for the ships to sail right on through. It's like a perfectly timed ballet. And this whole incredible feat of engineering officially opened way back in 1894. The Prince of Wales himself was there to kick things off. It was the result of years and years of work, and it was a true marvel of the Victorian age. But here's the thing. They didn't just want it to work well, they wanted it to look right. That stunning neo-Gothic design wasn't just a random choice. It was done on purpose to make sure this brand new modern marvel would fit in beautifully with its ancient, very famous neighbor right next door, the Tower of London. It was a way of saying, hey, we're building for the future, but we haven't forgotten our past. Okay, so we've seen the show from the outside, but what's happening backstage? I mean, what kind of power does it take to lift two massive chunks of road straight up into the air? Originally, it was pure Victorian muscle. We're talking giant steam engines powering a hydraulic system that did all the heavy lifting. But today, while the basic idea is the same, the tech has gotten an upgrade. Those old steam engines have been replaced with a much more efficient system that runs on oil and electricity. And the coolest part? That history isn't gone. The original Victorian engine rooms are still there, perfectly preserved. You can actually go visit them and stand right next to these incredible machines that once powered the whole show. It's a real time capsule of the Industrial Revolution. So let's bring it all into the present day and look at what Tower Bridge really means now. Because, it's so much more than just a clever way to cross a river. Today, it is the symbol of London, recognized instantly all over the world. It's a huge tourist magnet, and they've even added these high-level walkways with glass floors so you can get a pretty heart-stopping view of the river right below your feet. It's a living, working piece of history that literally connects London's past to its future every single day. And in the end, that's really the story of Tower Bridge. It's proof of brilliant, out-of-the-box thinking. It solved a seemingly impossible problem with so much elegance and style, and it leaves us with a pretty powerful thought. Sometimes, when you're facing a huge obstacle, the most innovative solution isn't to go around it, but to find a clever way to rise right above it.